Hello and welcome back to another installment of Lost Ox Media. As always, coming to you at an undisclosed time on Sunday. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think about the show, Make sure to join the Discord, which we have linked in the bio. You know that link has been fucked up. Like, I've been saying it every single week. And somebody did try to warn me, like, when I first put the Discord up, but ever since then, I've been saying it every week. I just finally fixed it. So now you actually can join that Discord. So make sure that you do that. Okay? Forgot to unmute you. What'd you say? Go ahead. Didn't
it mess up twice?
Yeah, that would have been the second time that it's messed up. But what do we're used to the mess ups over here.
Yeah,
that's just how we roll. They're even asking in the chat right now, nigga, you take too long to prep the show. You at the Puerto Rican Day Parade or some shit like that? Yeah, I'm doing tons of Puerto Rican shit, okay? Aside from all that, we do have a very lovely episode planned for you guys today. I will say off the top, this shit's getting taken down. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, this episode is 1,000% going to get taken down. At the very least, I'm going to have to trim out the main portion of today's episode. Either while we're streaming, they're going to come for us, so you guys might have to hop platforms and go to like Kick or Twitch or X, which we are all on right now. Or, that's just bound to happen. It's either they're going to X us during the stream or they're going to copyright us for covering our main subject today, which is Tony Hinchcliffe's new comedy special. Let's give it up. Dude.
I watched.
Oh, my fucking God. That comedy special was dog shit. And trust me, we'll be getting into it a little bit later. We have all that and more. Who else do we have on the dock aside from Tony Hinchcliffe? A little bit of Left Fur. We're going to be touching base with Ethan Klein again, Oh,
I'd be a pedophile for 20 million.
There it is, my favorite soundbite. I'd be a pedophile for 20 million. We got the What's Eating Ethan Klein segment. Left Fur. We got a lot of good stuff this episode. We have a lot of good stuff. But as always, I like to start with our Finger on the Pulse segment. And I wanted to start the show even a little bit earlier due to what we're about to talk about on the Finger on the Pulse segment, right? So normally I'm starting the show like 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? We're later and later. It's like Nick Fuentes over here. We just start later and later. But tonight they're doing the UFC at the White House. It's like tonight at 8 p.m. live. We'll do it live. What? You got something for that? Would you forget something?
We forgot to check out the Paramount situation.
Oh, dude, we'll subscribe to it after the show. Don't even worry about it. So apparently you can only watch these UFC fights on Paramount Plus. So I wanted to start the show a little earlier than normal so I could make sure I could see the Rock'em Sock'em robots happening on the front lawn of the White House, man. And I wanted to just, look at some of the stuff that they got going on over there. It's kind of wild. Did you see any of the preparations that they have?
I saw one aerial photo of it, and it's been the subject at work.
Oh,
we were like, it looks like a circus. They destroyed it. Blah blah blah.
It is nuts. There's a huge octagon. There's like little flag banners everywhere. All this production scaffolding, balloons all around it. There's
it's going to be hot as fuck.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a lot of shit going on. Not only do they have all of that, of course, the seating for the crowd and everything as well, they got some other spectacles. Check this shit out. You thought it was going to be the craziest thing you've ever seen, right? Because it's Trump. He goes, we're building a ballroom, at the White House. You think, oh, what are they going to do? Look at this shit. Apparently, they're going to do Nitro Circus at this fucking goddamn thing. You familiar with Nitro Circus? You remember that? It was Travis Pastrana, and they had an MTV show, and they did the craziest jumps that you've ever seen in your entire life. Think Dude Perfect, but extreme sports. It was something like that. They're doing like Nitro Circus. This is a post from Nitro Circus, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check that.
Yeah.
This is from Nitro Circus. They're supposed to be doing what's called the Freedom Jump at some point during tomorrow's fight. Look at this shit. Or tonight. Yeah, tonight. I'm sorry. This is pre-recorded. This is a pre-recorded episode. I'm sorry. The jig is up. Imagine that if it was actually pre-recorded. Panoramamus, hello. Welcome to the 100th episode of the show. That's how you know it's actually live, because I just said something to someone in the chat. Look at this fucking jump real quick. Look at this. That's insanity. Better way to celebrate the 250th. Is it the 250th birthday of America? I thought we were like over 400 years old already. Because weren't they saying slavery happened 400 years ago? I thought everyone...
It was happening in the 1800s.
Yeah, I guess that's 2, right? Okay, so 250? 1776, I guess, yeah. Shit, my math's all fucked up.
You were doing good with it earlier today.
Dude, I could have sworn, I'm not even kidding. I could have sworn I heard like a Joe Rogan had a comedy special or something, and he goes, yo, slavery was only like 400 years ago. I thought we were at least 6, at 600 years old or something. 250 is a small number. And we're about to flush it all down the toilet. The inflation, crazy ass wars. It's all getting nuked, What better way to celebrate with a couple fucking Nitro Circus goons just running amok at the goddamn White House? This is insanity. I like it, though. I respect a move like this.
It's his 80th birthday.
It's his 80th also. Coincidental? I think not. This man is really the spirit of America.
It's Flag Day, too.
And it's the flag. Soundboard Eagle. Soundboard Eagle. Fuck. This is fucking crazy to me. So this is like some of the preparations that they got. That's a nice one. You hear all those flashes going off. All the cameras. Trying to get that front page fucking photo. You smell me? And that ain't even all of it. Like, that's just, them going, hey, we're going to do some crazy shit when it goes down, right? Let's not forget, there's also a whole ass UFC fight happening, right? Dude, look at this shit that happened. I thought this was funny. So the other day, they have the press conference for the UFC fight. You familiar with those? The press conferences?
No.
They usually will have like all the fighters that are going to be on the card come out. They all sit down at a table. A lot of time they're talking shit to each other. Like reporters in the crowd are asking them questions and shit. Everyone's got a mic. It's like that type of shit, essentially. I don't remember because I watched it last night when we were falling asleep. I don't know if they did weigh-ins or not, but they had everyone come out like behind the pillars of the stairs, like come down all, it was actually ridiculous. But there was this one moment last night, right? Dana White, obviously head of the UFC, right? So he's the main guy at the press conference. And somebody asked this fighter a question. And the fighter answers it. And Dana has like a very funny response back to after the fighter gives his answer. Listen to this right here. This is going to send you.
I think Steve has the perfect style for me for was make a great fish fight for the story in the White House. I prepared for this, so I don't stand one step back in this fight. So
are you catching up with this?
I mean, I can barely understand him.
But you hear him. He's like, I got a good defense for the fight. It's a good fight. I got the tactics. It's a strategy. It's like, he's like Arnold Schwarzenegger mixed with like a Mexican guy at the same time. His voice is all fucked up.
That's why I'm like, I don't know what he's saying.
It's rough. It's rough. They need closed captions for this.
Yeah, I need them.
You need them 100%, right? We ain't the only ones, all right?
I prepared for this.
Look at Dana.
So I don't stand one step back in this fight. So I look for the finishes, knockout, submission. Always I look for this. This happens Sunday night.
Vic Bland's here. My question is for...
Hey, wait a minute. We translating that or what?
Hey, wait. Are we translating that or what? Dana White. Are we translating that or what? The next, everyone in the room, every single fucking asshole in the room knew that he was speaking English. They might not have understood him, But they caught enough words to go, let's not be offensive or weird or anything. He spoke English. Let's leave him alone, right? Dana clearly was not paying attention. And they tried to make it seem, it's funny how the edit like tried to make it seem like he was concentrated. Look at him. He's staring at some bitch's tits in the fucking third row right now. He goes, I would love to just, all inside that. Meanwhile, this Mexican guy's like, the burritos and the tacos are very nice, and the headlock and the chokehold, and I punch him in the face. And Dana's not listening to none of it. As soon as he finished talking, Dana just hears a Spanish accent and goes, hold up. Nobody's going to translate that.
Vic blends.
That was the funniest fucking thing to me. I go, how ignorant of a moment is this? Like, it's just fucking hilarious.
Here, my question is for.
Hey, wait a minute. We translating that or what? Where's the translator at?
He's good.
You did?
That was in English.
That was English?
That was English.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, shit. He goes, that was English? What the fuck? I like the translator goes, no, he's good. And Dana still doesn't understand. He goes, you already translated that? He goes, I didn't hear that. No, it was in English, buddy. I mean, that's the funniest fucking thing in the world to me. Let's give it up for Dana White. What? Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. How many old people were pissed that he said shit standing there at a memorial spot?
Oh, yeah, I know, right? There's probably a bunch of people in the crowd like, get that spick off the stage already. We don't need this rice and beans. It's a crazy world out there right now. It really is. Between the freedom jump and the fucking, can we get an eagle now? There we go. Between the freedom jump, Dana White, fucking, can we get a translator in here? That was just fucking hilarious. And you know who else is thinking that it's a crazy world? Is this Ben Avery. We've been keeping tabs on this Ben Avery. You know Ben Avery. Faggot! My favorite jamoke, my favorite fool, as some would say. We're not going to do like a whole big-ass segment on Ben. A small one, hopefully. Sometimes we stretch them all out a little bit. But Ben went live this past week, right? And I touched in and out and kind of just checked in on it and whatever.
Well, considering how long it was, you'd have to check in and
Yeah,
out.
this time he streamed for like 7 hours. He's trying to pull like a Red Bar world record, you know what I mean? But I popped in and out this week, so I didn't really cover, the whole entire thing. But there was like a tweet that came from Ben that was rather interesting that caught my attention. So I'm scrolling through Twitter and I happen to see Ben just popped a fresh one. Just threw a fresh tweet out in the world, right? It's only like a couple minutes old by the time I get to it. And it's Ben basically saying, hey, Elon Musk, actually adding Elon Musk in the tweet. He says, at Elon Musk, are people allowed to just wish harm upon my child, my toddler on this platform? Are they allowed to do that, Elon Musk? Is that even allowed? And I was like, wait, hold up. Is he really doing that? It's like crying to like dad kind of, right? Who adds Elon Musk like that? Like unironically. Anyone out there actually unironically adding Elon Musk on Twitter? You do that as a joke, right? You go like, at Elon Musk, you're a faggot. Right? Like that's the way you do. Nobody's adding Elon Musk on Twitter actually asking him for shit. You got to be out of your mind to think that would get any kind of response, right? And it ain't funny because like you're actually being a pussy about someone making fun of your kid, right? I want to show you guys this goddamn tweet.
They're really not even making fun of the kid. They're trying to do something to the kid would get on your nerves.
Exactly. All they want to do is get on Ben's nerves. That's all it is. It's not like they're actually sitting there trying to wish harm on his kid. And when I show you the tweet, you're going to see it. It really ain't even like all that bad. I would equate this to the guy kind of more talking shit to him, to the kid, almost in a way. It was like very stupid. Let me just read it to you guys because I'm not doing it justice. So the person that Ben quote tweets someone named BH with like a million numbers and letters behind their name. So it's right there, maybe a fake fucking profile. I have no idea, right? But it's them saying, I hope that dumb daughter gets a cough that lasts for weeks. Send your gay ass Patreon link to that, fag, right? Now that's a good tweet. In my opinion, that's a good tweet, right? Look, a cough is about as inconvenient as it gets, right? But
hiccups are pretty rough too.
Hiccups are another one. That's a rough one. A wedgie, that's inconvenient. That's rough, right? I don't know if that's necessarily would be considered wishing harm upon someone. If anything, this came across as kind of funny to me. I go, I hope your kid gets a cough that lasts for weeks, right? It's like them just saying, like, that would be like if someone was like, I hope your kid doesn't stop sneezing for a week straight. You know, I hope they just sneeze nonstop for a week straight. It would inconvenience the kid, right? It'd be a little worrisome, right? But nobody's going to die off of a little achoo, you know, a couple extra of them.
I don't know. Doesn't your heart stop when you sneeze?
I mean, yeah, the sneeze might kill you if you want to be an asshole and get technical about it, Ashley. You know.
Hey, Ashley.
Let's not forget I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Ashley Simpson. This is my co-host, Ashley Simpson. No, but I just took this as, like, inconvenient. And the person might be, like, a serious hater or whatever, but, like, this doesn't, to me, seem like they're like, oh, man, this is an actual death threat to my child, right? An inconvenient cough. Now, if they said, I hope your kid gets fucking pneumonia, gets sick and dies, something like, that's a little more fucked up, right? You know, I get it. Like, and I understand why Ben would be upset about this because it is his kid. Like, let's not forget that, you know, everyone's going to fight for their child. Like, I totally get that. But I don't know if I would be adding Elon Musk. I'd be tagging Elon Musk in this, trying to get some random ass account in trouble over this whole shit, right? And I thought that this was funny. And as soon as I saw it, I immediately commented underneath it and was like, shut up, bitch. You know, just like The Rock does. He goes, shut up, bitch. Like when Vince McMahon's talking to him in the ring. So I hit him with a little bit of The Rock said, you know, I let him know that he needs to smell what The Rock was cooking type shit. I comment underneath it. I go on with my day. And later on, I open Twitter and I see someone replied to my comment, one of Ben's fans, just being like, fuck you, man. Like, you're gay, like, you know, type shit. But when I go to look at their reply, Ben had deleted the post already. He had already deleted it. And I kind of thought that was a little weird. I was like, what, did you already sniff out that was like a faggy move? You know what I mean? And you kind of like went back on it and deleted it. So all that being said, I was watching Ben's live stream and he ends up bringing up that situation, that whole tweet thing, right? And I found that to be very interesting because when he brought it up, he started bringing up like, you know, potentially doxing people, potentially not doxing people, how that's kind of not his style, you know? And then he goes into like attacking the person's character and all that. Like that tweet really kind of like fucked him up for like a solid 20 minutes in the stream. He was like really distraught about it. You remember we were watching it. I was like, damn, dude, this guy's like very much upset. And the thing that really got me was how much he conflated the situation. Remember, we kind of like really honed in on that. He goes, this man wishing harm and death upon my children. And it's like, did he wish death upon your children? Like, did that happen? I don't know. I was there. I read it. You know, I was like one of the 3 people that commented on it before you deleted it. You know, like, and then in his stream, he said that X was the one that took it down because he was like, oh, X took it down already. I don't know.
That is not some sort of question that you couldn't ask. Come on.
I literally see people on Twitter tag Elon Musk calling him a nigger. How do I see those tweets? They don't get deleted. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Let's be real here. But I wanted to share some of that with you guys. Let's go to the original point of the time code. It was 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 19 seconds. We're not too far from there. 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 19 seconds. Hey, that looks about as good as it's going to get right there. Ben Avery looking real fucking nice right now. Mm-hmm. Minus the hair. Hair still greasy. Hair still a little greasy. Looks like spaghetti. Like hair spaghetti.
Hair spaghetti.
Hair sketty. But I do like, you pointed this out last time, his spotlight is finally slowly getting centered. Every stream, it gets like a little more centered. It's not quite fully centered yet, but it's getting there, and we like the effort. That's what I really care about. As long as he's at least making an effort. You know, you can eat fast food as long as you work out to cancel it out, you know, something. So that I dug. But let's listen to Ben dive in on this. Comes back from a music break, a bathroom break, whatever you want to call it, crack break, possibly, allegedly, and immediately gets into this tweet. And I want you guys to see how much this ruins his day, how much he conflates this situation. Not saying it wasn't a bad situation. You're talking shit to someone's kid, they're going to react to that, I understand. The conflation is what I have a problem with. It's the conflation I don't like. Conflation!
Yo, we're back. We're back. And quick question. This is very strange. I didn't know if this was allowed or not. Is this okay? This guy here, is this okay? He says, hope that your dumb daughter gets a cough that lasts for weeks, is what this guy says. Are people allowed to do that on X? I tweeted, hey, Elon, are people allowed to wish harm upon my baby or toddler on here? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. Even when he says it, he sounds faggy.
Faggot!
It's like the cringiest thing. Even on his own show, he can't like spin it to where it sounds like it should be like good in his favor. It still makes him sound like a total pussy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, should this be allowed? Like, hey, I hope that daughter gets a cough that lasts for weeks. Like, I don't know. Kind of weird. You're the only one that's weird right now, Mother.
And he talks about it for so long that it's like creates this huge deal out of nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. The whole conflation.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little much. But right out the rip, sounding very faggy, hair looking very greasy, tweet very gay.
Kind of a weird guy. But anyway, there's his handle. You kind of worry about the internet as like people become more and more like unemployed.
Assumptions.
Especially young people.
Assumption.
Because like the internet's already like becoming increasingly violent. Like in the zeitgeist right now, like the big meme is that guy, Mr. Torture. He's wearing a rape shirt and he looks like a Michael Haneke. Like it looks like a Funny Games type thing, and he's wearing a shirt that says rape. And you're like, okay, well, 10 more years of this, of like young people not having any hope for the future, not being employed at all. If like kids are like 9 years old saying like Epstein Diddy blood gang, like what does the internet look like in 10 years? It's already like a pretty fucking despicable place.
Looks like this. The internet in 10 years is literally one guy and a desk with a hand chair and a spotlight just making fun of fat people for 7 hours straight. In 10 years, that's like exactly what the internet's going to be. It's literally going to be just Ben Avery. My 600-pound life. He's going to be sitting there like that blob. Oh, my God. You've never seen the episode of Futurama where Bender becomes human?
I mean, I have.
And he's like 700 pounds by the end of it. He looks like that blob from Star Wars, Jabba the Hutt. Mm-hmm. That's going to be Ben. And that's going to be the internet in 10 years.
Discourse on X has been awful. It's been completely unusable for a week. For like 3 days, everybody kept sharing a meme from Obsession. And it was her frowning, and it said, when you ask...
Let's skip ahead just a little bit because this meme bullshit is retarded. I don't really care about that.
Gets hit by a car and dies. Sad. But anyway.
All that dead air gets me every time. He has like a thought and then he has to like process every single thing that's about to come out of his mouth next, and then he says another thing, and then he has to process
It's
it
so
all.
long.
It's crazy. His dead air is nuts. I have unpaused this, by the way. I have unpaused this.
Yeah, and then someone just tweeted at me, you have a victim mentality.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
You do have a victim mentality. The guy wished that your daughter had a cough. You're fucking sitting here talking about it like he wants to like run over your kid with a fucking lawnmower.
Well, we already know he's a whiny bitch.
He is.
Listen to him with the whole Jeff thing.
Yeah, it's very much whiny bitch behavior here. And the victim mentality thing. It's like you kind of playing victim mentality here. Like, I don't know. And it's on top of that, it's the internet. Like you even literally just said it yourself. Like that's just the landscape that you operate in. You have to that's like going to war and being like, why are all these people shooting bullets at me? It's like, well, you signed up to be here, right? Did you not? Like you knew what the fuck it was as soon as you got on the bitch. On top of that, what really makes me so passionate about it is like, he has goonies and lackeys that work for him that do stupid fucking shit like this all the time. Doxing his fans because they don't agree with the shit that he says. Blasting their fucking personal pictures and images online. Completely doxing who the fuck they are. And even in this moment here, Ben couldn't help himself but to like show the guy's handle on screen, right? Now, Ben knows he has a lot of fans. He knows what could potentially happen to that. His fans are going to see it. They're going to go and harass this guy. It's not like he's, completely innocent here either. He's done a lot of shit that led up to this.
He's a middle school girl.
He's very much a middle school girl. Let's listen to victim mentality. You know why it's victim mentality? Because you fucking tagged Elon Musk to fucking bitch about it on Twitter. That's why he's saying that to you. You understand? You literally like publicly cried. And now you're like offended that someone was like, can you stop publicly crying like a bitch? Please? Please?
Someone just tweets, actually, I'm defending the thing that you don't like. If you were for it, I would be attacking it, though, because I'm a genius. Victim mentality. Just someone tweeting at me that they hope my child gets very, very, very ill. What a strange thing.
That's the conflation I'm talking about.
Yes.
Look, a cough could be anything. I said it to you earlier. It could be a tickle in the throat. That guy could just be sitting there saying, I hope your daughter gets like this weird tickle in the back of her throat. She just can't itch it. And every fucking half an hour she goes, ah. Like that. That could be the extent of what this guy is saying.
Right. And that would drive Ben crazy. He'd be like, stop it.
Exactly. Ben would probably turn around and yell at his daughter. He'd be like, I'm trying to write a book. Please. And then he takes another sip of his glass Coca-Cola. And he goes, please. I would take Ben's child and put them in a pillowcase and just throw them against the wall a couple times. Like, you know what I mean? All hypotheticals, of course. We have a disclaimer on the show for a reason. This is all a joke. But it's like, who gives a fuck what anyone says about your kid until it becomes serious, right? Like, if that guy is like, hey, Ben, here's the longitude and latitude of where your house is. I'll see you later. Make sure to take care of your kid. You don't want something bad to happen. Like, something like that, I go, okay, let's start worrying here a little bit. Let's get serious. We might have to call somebody. Somebody's saying that they hope my daughter has
another one.
Look, another one. Somebody's saying that they hope my daughter has a goddamn cough or, inconveniences her day for a couple weeks. I think I can get past that. I'm not saying that I would like it or be like okay with it or whatever, but I could get past it, right? As a grown man, right? I could think of other things to occupy my mind, like the fact that I'm in the middle of producing a live show, which is exactly what Ben is in the middle of doing at this moment. But he still can't, help himself. He could literally occupy his mind with the actual show that he's doing right now. Instead, he's letting this ruin his day.
But yeah, if I was able to look up that guy, also probably, it's weird. It's like,
listen to what he says next. Listen to this.
It's like you just have to, you have such a, it makes your life so much worse to focus any energy on these people, but also you just have to let them you just like have to let them do it all day. Just people DMing me terrible shit about my family, about my kids, emailing me weird shit.
Are they saying
I've been to the police with
Are they saying your kids are retarded? Mm-hmm. Is that what they're saying?
Also, we're not supposed to be. You're contradicting yourself with what you're saying because you clearly care about it.
Oh yeah, he's like, I shouldn't waste any time and energy on this. Let me spend the next 20 minutes bitching about it on my show. Let me tweet at Elon Musk real quick, complaining to him about it. No time and energy wasted at all. Not a big deal, you know. And I just can't. The fact that he just cannot like get past something like this is just so stupid to me. And he contradicts himself the entire time. Not even just with this. Listen to what he's going to say next after that.
Stuff. Contacted the FBI about stuff, and they're
dead air.
It's just like it's just kind of what I'm saying is like it's just sort of par for the course in like the digital age. But like, what is it? What is it in 10 years? Does this get worse? Does it all go away when a certain political figure dies? I don't know, man, but everybody's waiting for life to go back to normal, and it's just getting worse and worse and fucking worse.
So now what? You blaming Trump? He's like, what? Does this all go away when a certain political figure dies? Is every problem in your life is Donald Trump? Sorry, pal. The Dems tried it and they lost. All right, buddy. Sorry, Dems tried it and they lost. Give it up. Dead air. Hold on. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting him to just go like in the middle of that. Holy shit. Thank God I wasn't taking a sip of my drink when that happened. You would be soaked right now. I would have spit that all over you on accident. Holy shit.
Yeah, and then someone just tweeted at me, you have a victim mentality.
Oh, why did it go back so far? Chill.
I don't know how to look. I've been getting crazy messages, and you know, I know women deal with this who aren't even like, you know, known in any capacity. You guys get crazy messages, and you're just because you have vaginas. But
the dead air is like nuts to
I don't know.
me.
There's got to be some sort of recourse, but I guess there's not. I mean, you really just you do your best just not to look at it. But obviously, I check my DMs or I check my @ and I respond to. I mean, my ex is mostly only positive.
Is it?
No, it's not. I look, I'm atting Ben Avery every 5 seconds. I even added him asking him why he deleted this. He says right here, he checks him. He didn't check my shit. For some reason, Ben's video player, like, skips so weird. Like, just now, it skipped, like, 10 minutes ahead of where we just were. Yeah, and he's still talking about it, even 10 minutes later on in the stream. I wanted to go back a little bit, because I wanted to talk about, like, this hypocrisy that he brings up here. Hopefully, we can find it real fast. He talks about, like, not wanting to, like, take this serious, not put too much thought and effort into it. And then he says, oh, I looked up the guy, went to his profile. I found out where he lives. I know his exact address. I looked up his profile pictures. I found out he still lives with his mom. He has a criminal history. Like, I'm not even kidding. He says, like, all this crazy shit that
he knows everything.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck? Like, and it must be one of his goonies. You know what I mean? He's got, like, this moderator that bitch at the drop of a hat. She's like fucking Detective 101. She's like, I'll find all the information, Ben. No problem. You know? Hopefully it's right here.
Someone just tweeted at me, you have a victim mentality.
Let's go ahead.
I'm a genius. Strange. Weird. It's like to focus any energy shit about my family. It's just like, it's just kind of what I'm saying is like, it's just when a certain political figure dies, I don't know.
Okay,
man,
now we're back to where we were.
Everybody's waiting for life to go back to normal. And
let's see if we can get to where that. I want to hear him just say that part where he's like, I know all the guy's information, and then we'll go to the next segment.
But yeah, I mean,
dead
am I supposed
air.
to just
Come
let
on.
people tweet at me that I hope my kids die? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
He never hoped your
I'm
kid
like,
died.
all right, I guess I should. I don't really know.
It was a light. That's all. That's all he wished. A light. You know? That's all it was.
Anyway, the tweet's already been X removed it, so whatever.
I feel like he.
I just don't really know. Sometimes those things, because I'm human.
Come on, dox the guy already, Ben. Please.
I'm wise enough to know not to like share my life, post pictures of like my wife or my kids or anything.
He does. He posts pictures of his kids. He posted one last month. I'm up this guy's ass.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because a lot of people, you see from afar, some people turn into lolcows where they just keep freaking out about it more and more. And then like little hive groups of like 10 to 20 people who have nothing to do all day, who have horrible lives, will,
Okay, get to the doxing part. Shit.
things actually bothers you, then I think you're doing a good job, honestly.
If we can't get to the doxing, the dead air is just killing me.
Joke. Looks like I
Dead
can dish
air's
it out,
half a
but I
show.
can't take it.
Ashley, that was a good one.
Hey, Ashley.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Ashley said dead air is half of Ben's show. That's actually not bad. I'll give him 15 more seconds, and we're moving on.
The comedian all of a sudden doesn't like jokes when I'm saying that I hope his daughter gets hit by a car and dies. Sad. Sad.
I mean, that even just this is enough. Like, that's a crazy conflation off of a tweet, my friend. Followed by 3.5
Sport
minutes
drink,
of
everybody.
silence.
Use code SPORTDRINK.
Okay, back to his fucking gay ass ad. Okay, maybe you guys can catch him talk about how he knows the guy's information for yourselves. You can scrub all that dead air if you want. I'm a little good right now. I have a show to run, and I don't like to fill it half of it with dead air. So. What else we got on the docket this week? That'll do it for our Finger on the Pulse segment and keeping up with Mr. Ben Lemon. Funny in the chat, he's saying, Ben Lemon let all of us down. You're damn right he let all of us down. He let me down the most. I was friends with him. Good friends with him. Me and Ben were like this. We were like two lemons on the vine. We were like two lemons on the tree. And then he fell out and I stayed in the tree. Fuck Ben Lemon. All right, so our next segment is going to be a mini What's Eating Ethan Klein segment. You guys remember What's Eating Ethan Klein?
I'd be a pedophile for 20 million.
I call that the week segment. That's our week segment, the What's Eating Ethan Klein segment. So last week we talked a little bit about Ethan, right? Was that last week or the week before?
I think it was last week,
right? We talked a little bit about Ethan. Ethan had lost a tentative ruling in his lawsuit against Denims, his copyright lawsuit against Denims. Which is funny. I did hear him say in a show after that, he hasn't brought that up, like, really much at all. And one person asked him about it, I think, in passing. And he said, oh, yeah, someone had mentioned that, like, we had lost that lawsuit, which is not true. Like, he kind of said it, like, under his breath a little bit. Aside from that, he hasn't talked about it at all. And when he won the other ones,
That's all he talked about.
he made it the biggest fucking spectacle. He's like the IRS. They don't contact you when they owe you money, right? But if you owe them money, you better believe you're going to hear about it, right? So these aren't the only lawsuits that Ethan's involved in right now, because he just added another one to the table. Yes, sir. Ethan Klein adds another lawsuit to the docket. This time he's suing his former best friend, iDubbzz. You know iDubbzz?
From you.
Yeah. iDubbzz and his wife, Anissa Joma. Very, very nasty couple. Greasy. That's actually Anissa's tag, too, online. Anissa the Greasy is her tag.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. So, what's he talking about? What are they saying in the chat? With those crazy emails, I wouldn't be surprised if the calls weren't coming from inside the house, so to speak. I can't tell if they're talking about Ben or Ethan, because they're both kind of involved in like defamation type, like crazy email, this, that, and the other. So I don't even know. But moving on. So Ethan's suing iDubbzz now, former best friend of his. And the reason why he's suing him is fucking ridiculous. It all started with a completely different person not even involved in this lawsuit because for some reason, Ethan's not suing the guy. There's this streamer named Destiny, right? And either a month ago or a couple months ago, just randomly in some Discord chat, Destiny had sent a message in the server saying, here's your daily reminder that Ethan Klein is most likely a pedophile that molests his children, right? That is a heavy ass thing to say. I mean, that's way heavier than hoping my 2-year-old daughter has a goddamn cough.
Faggot!
You know, I'd rather people wish that my 2-year-old had a cough than accuse me of raping them. You know, that's like a very heavy ass accusation, right? So I want to show you guys that right here. We can show you this tweet should the link want to open. So, oh, did I accidentally grab the wrong one? I hope not. As always, technical difficulties here over at Lost Docs Media. So let's see. Oh, he brings it up right here, hopefully.
For Destiny?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I do have this. Don't even worry. Let's let Ethan explain it. I don't need to show you guys the tweet. I already explained it enough. So Destiny ends up saying that about Ethan in passing in a Discord server, right? iDubbzz sees that message from Destiny accusing Ethan of being a pedophile, and he does a stream to like respond to it, to talk about it. And in the stream, he puts that message that Destiny wrote on the screen so that the audience can see it. But he leaves it up the entire stream, right? And that is what Ethan's suing iDubbzz for leaving the message on his screen the entire time. iDubbzz wasn't even the person that actually wrote it. You know, does that kind of, I don't even understand how that even makes sense at all. That's like if somebody else, you know.
Is he like suing him for defamation of character?
Yes, he's suing him for defamation of character when he's not even the one who said the fucking words. Let's hear this from Ethan himself, because I feel like Ethan will do a better job explaining it. And, you know, on top of that, Ethan's practically a goddamn lawyer within his own right, you know? So I'll let him do the explaining. I just got to do one quick little thingy right here so I can get the time codes up. You know, as always, we do a little bit of this, we do a little bit of that. Damn, this is like our worst technical difficulties we've had to date.
Yeah.
No, we've had way worse than this. Don't get me wrong.
I heard about Ethan.
So let's hear it from Ethan's mouth. Are we looking at the clip over here? Let's check it out. Ethan Klein explaining his lawsuit to iDubbzz. Remember, suing someone for defamation when they were not the ones that said the thing. Crazy.
Repeated it.
Damn
anyway, so this is for people online who haven't heard me talk about it before. So yes, I am suing my former bestie, iDubbzz, who and I'll shortly explain why, because to me it kind of doesn't. It's not that big of a mystery. So, as you may or may not know.
Bro, listen to Ethan. Dude, his fucking sniffling tick drives me fucking crazy.
I couldn't.
It's like, how do you even stay married to that?
Yeah.
You know, Red Bar has always said that, like, he thinks Ela Klein is, like, actually retarded. Like, he thinks that she is, like, a mentally challenged woman, and that's kind of why she's with someone like Ethan. I listen to this sniffling shit. And guys, I know I just stopped it like 4 sniffles in. This is the whole time he's explaining it. The whole fucking time. Like, to be married to that, you have to be retarded, right? You have. I mean,
it would drive me crazy.
Something has to be going on in your brain. Look at Ethan's face too. That last sniff was a good one. You know, Ethan's looking up in the sky. Like, Ethan looking up in the sky like that, praying, please, Lord, make me stop sniffling.
Ian has deeply aligned himself with the snark community that is basically responsible for and celebrated CPS coming to my house to take my children away and sending human skulls to my home. These are 2 things that on the snark Discord they have on the banner. They have a skull with CPS on the forehead. They think it's funny. They love it. They're proud of it. And iDubbzz aligns with them, shouts them out, calls them great people. He's browses the subreddit on his live stream. He's in deep with them. In fact, even in
the sniffling,
his follow-up to his content cup, he justified it. He says, I think it's good that CPS was called and investigated that because clearly, as someone who's been to Ethan's house and met his children, there's shit all over the place, and his kids are clearly in trouble and would be in better care of foster, would be better taken care of in foster care. Whereas, you know, the floors are spotless.
Gotta hit that gamer subs.
And the children are well cared for.
Gotta hit that gamer subs.
But that's not actually why I'm suing him. It's just a little prelude. So, Ian, following all that, put this, did an entire stream. What's that? Was that a soundbite or was that AB?
I didn't play anything.
That was not me.
What was that? Was that? Oh, I guess it was from.
Was that the video you're playing?
I guess so.
So funny. So Ethan goes to pull up his own video. The audio starts playing. He gets completely confused. He goes, "Who's talking to me right now? Who in the studio is talking to me right now? I'm in the middle of something." Look at how confused his face is right here. He pulled up the video that just made the noise. It literally played and he hit pause. He goes, wait, what was that? It's like, what are you even talking about, dude? That, I don't know. That was kind of funny to me. He's like, who said that? It's like, you pulled up the video. What do you mean?
Did an entire stream. What's that? Was that a soundbite or was that AB?
I didn't play anything.
That was not me.
What was that? Was that? Oh, I guess it was from.
Was that the video you're playing?
I guess so. Yeah. One sec.
This is the funniest part
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
It did sound like AB for a minute.
He's suing iDubbzz for putting this thing on the screen, all while iDubbzz has a fucking filter on that makes him look like a dragon in the middle of a fucking messy room. That's how, like, not serious this fucking asshole is that he's suing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, it was shitty for him to put it up. It's a very serious allegation and shit. He didn't say it. I don't know how that's, like, bad, really. I mean, I could be the one that's wrong. I'm not a fucking lawyer. Don't get me. I'm not saying that I'm in the right here. I just don't see how this is sue-worthy. Like, people have to really differentiate, like, between, like, is it legal for me to do it? And should I waste my time with doing it? Right? Like, there is a line between those two, you know? And you shouldn't really cross it too much. This is 100% falling in, like, you shouldn't even waste your time doing this. And you know what's funny about this is Ethan is like the free speech guy on YouTube. And every one of his lawsuits right now have to do with shit people are saying. Yeah, shutting down shit that people are saying about him. It's very, very ironic. Very almost hypocritical, one would say. You know? Conflation.
Well, do you have anything to add, AB?
I'm the dragon.
You think
iDubbzz over.
I know to my kids?
Yeah. Like, was you just supposed to say, like, of course you're gonna. I don't know. Are
you the dragon or not? I'm confused.
That was a soundbite.
All right. Thank you, AB. So, anyway, following all that, Ian went on his stream and displayed this message for his whole
crimes. Edmonton didn't commit a crime.
The whole broadcast.
Edmonton's the best. Okay, actually, while
and the title is Ian iDubbzz browses H3 Snark as a VTuber.
Address this. I will have this just available on screen, just so that.
So it says. So he's blowing this up, and he does
aren't confused.
That's very funny for iDubbzz to make it take up half the screen. I don't think that he left it that way, but that would be very funny if he did the whole stream and it was like half of his fucking whole body was just the tweet. He goes, just in case anyone missed it, stretches the whole thing, you know. I just want to make sure you can all see it. The funniest part about this to me is that Ethan's like lawyers are going to bring this into a court and show like a judge and shit and be like, Your Honor, this is the video in question. And he's going to be like, you're suing a dragon right now? Is that what you're telling me? It's like that video that went viral when the guy was in court and he goes, Your Honor, I swear I'm not a cat. You ever seen that video? The guy accidentally puts like a cat filter over his shit, and he's talking to the judge like in a serious court hearing, and he can't get the filter off. And the guy is so old and retarded, he's saying to the judge, he goes, "Your Honor, it's still me. I swear, I'm not a cat." And he's like telling the judge, like, "I promise you, I'm not a cat. It's me. Like, it's just a filter." And everyone's like, "Yeah, we fucking got it, you fucking idiot." It's like the judge is gonna look at this situation like that and be like, are you for real right now? What the fuck? Is this the same guy?
It as a watermark for his whole hours-long stream. It's a comment that says, "Quick daily reminder that Ethan from H3 is likely a pedophile who has molested his own children." And he's basically rebroadcasting this comment uncritically. And also, if you kind
what
of,
is uncritically?
I don't know how it works in Canada. If the complaint,
basically saying he's not doing anything to even like go against it or criticize what's being said by Destiny.
Okay.
He's like just uncontested, just putting it up, without even a second thought is basically what he's saying by saying uncritically.
Is public or what? But if you look at it, he emphasizes throughout that he does think it's a serious accusation that needs to be investigated and that he doesn't think it's a joke, right? Now, I know people are like, well, why don't you sue Destiny for saying it? Well, Destiny made it immediately. First of all, this is a comment from Destiny, like made in passing. Ian put it on his screen for 2 hours during his main broadcast.
Oh, so okay. So it stayed on the screen for 5 seconds versus 2 hours. But the person said it. The one person said it. So let's not sue them, I like it when he said that. People are asking, why don't I sue Destiny instead of this situation? And when he goes to give his answer, the only thing I hear back is, well, the reason why I'm not suing Destiny is because Destiny actually has money and would be able to fight back. iDubbzz is washed up streamer / YouTuber that nobody gives a fuck about right now. So he does not have as much money. So I can sue him and win,
So you're a greedy little bitch.
He's
an asshole. That's all this situation is. He's just an asshole.
Destiny made it clear that he was not being serious, right? Pretty much immediately after writing it. Like, nobody was like, yo, Destiny made this claim that Ethan molested his children. Oh, shit. No.
Hold up. I got something for that, actually. You remember that little technical difficulty I was having earlier? There was a reason for that time code. Let's open that up again real fast. Now, this is a clip of Destiny actually saying that he thinks that Ethan rapes his children. Listen to this.
Everything has to tie back to me. And Hassan has had a lot of success in trying to tie people back to me. Like I said, I think this is why I call Ethan a pedophile all the time, who fucks his kids or whatever, is because Ethan gave in because he's a spineless fucking hack to this type of attack where he's like, no, I'm not like Destiny. Destiny doesn't get me talking about. Everything has to tie back to me.
Okay, so now it went from written word to spoken word. And even in this one instance, he says, this is why I always call Ethan a pedophile who molests his kids. He says the exact same thing again right here on video, right? Never saying afterwards that he's joking about it, right? So this would be like an uneducated accusation, right? This would be no evidence behind that, right? You just called him a pedophile who molests his children right now on stream. You just did that. I didn't hear a joke behind, nothing like that. So right there, that's enough, right? You should get, okay, now we can sue Destiny. Now me and my lawyers, we can go over there and we can sue Destiny, but that won't happen. And the reason why it won't happen is because Destiny is actually a successful streamer. So Destiny has a lot of money. This is the same reason why, like, Ethan will bitch about Hassan Piker so much, but won't do anything like this to Hassan Piker. You get what I'm saying? Hassan is the biggest streamer on Twitch. One of them. One of the biggest political guys, right? That guy's going to have enough money to go toe-to-toe with you in the court. So why, if you think your cases are so solid, why not go after Destiny? You want to know one of the craziest points he brings up? Because iDubbzz lives in Canada, and Canada's free speech laws are stricter than they are in the U.S. So his case holds more weight suing iDubbzz in Canada, whereas it won't hold as much weight suing fucking destiny here in the States. Is that not nuts? That's actually fucking
That's an asshole.
That's crazy right there. So let's give it up for Mr. Ethan Klein. Sir sues a lot.
Yeah.
Sir sues a lot. I couldn't even believe that when I heard that. I go, Ethan really will just fucking sue anyone for anything. The disclaimers on this show, right? Everything on this show is a joke. Ethan rapes his kids. You heard it here first. So, I don't know. Hopefully he sues me. That'd be cool. I won't show up. He'll win on the default. I won't even show up. They could garnish my wages. I'll just work under the table for the rest of I don't even care. I'll be a short order line cook, working for fucking 15 flat. You know what I mean? I do not care. Take me to church. I worship like God. All right, we're getting a little off subject. All right, so now we're about to go to school. We're about to go to Lev's School of Dating. Okay. Lev First School of Dating. Before we do get into that, I do want to emphasize, everyone, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think about the show, of course. I do want to plug the website, lostox.media. We have the Lost Doxed Media t-shirt up there. The white one, had to take the black one down. We got the mug. If you become a member for $2.50 a month, you get like the full unedited streams. Like, we don't cut the music out. We don't edit the streams, but we cut out the music breaks like on YouTube and Spotify because they'll take episodes down for that. You can support us by becoming a member on the site. What else was there? We are going to be covering Tony Hinchcliffe's new comedy special, Man of the People. But I do want to emphasize Netflix too. Netflix and YouTube are crazy about copyright. Like, if you go to cover something that's like freshly streamed, they'll literally take your stream down in the middle of it being up. So I just want to emphasize to everyone that's watching, we are streaming on Twitch, we are streaming on Kick, and we are streaming on X. So when we do get to the Kill Tony segment, should the stream get taken off of YouTube, feel free to pop on over to any of those platforms. You guys will be right as rain. You'll be watching again in no time. All right. So I just wanted to emphasize all that before we get into our next segment. And of course, as always, now that I fixed the Discord link is in our bio. Please join the Discord. We're starting to fade out. It's crickets in the Discord, guys. I'm talking to myself in the Discord, guys. So I need you. All right. Anyway, let's get back to Lev Furr's School of Dating. I like saying it like that because Colin Terrell, his co-host, is an Irishman. So I like saying he says it like that. He goes, Lev First School of Dating. Yeah, I like the way he says that. So you remember last time we talked about Lev. What was it? Tristan was telling like his like hookup story, right?
Yeah.
And then Lev was wearing his crazy ass sunglasses and all this other shit, right? Shut the fuck up, guys. We ain't ready for you yet. So now in this week's Patreon episode, and then the week before that, right? Lev was talking about he slept with 300 women in 2 years. It's
I don't know if it was the week before that, but yeah.
Yeah, and then he's giving Tristan dating advice, trying to help him when he's trying to hook up with this hot girl who clearly already wanted him before anything even went down, right? So it's pretty much a shoo-in for Tristan, right? Lev's sitting there trying to play ladies' man to him then. He's still trying to do it this time too, this episode. This is from their Patreon. But the shit that fucking Lev says is just as cringy as any other time we've heard him talk about his dating endeavors or his skills as a ladies' man. Very, very cringy stuff. So we're going to be going to 47:24. 47:17. I think that's good enough, right? You guys, we can afford fucking 8 seconds, 7 seconds, right? I think you guys could handle that. 7 extra seconds? You never know. People have the attention span of like lemmings now. It's like, you hear like just like Ethan Klein. All right, so listen, this is Lev First School of Dating. This is about to hear Colin Terrell say it. I love the way he says it. Listen to this.
In it. Not an alien, but kind of.
It's a ghost alien?
It's like a living organism that is like this group of rooms where like it has...
The Rooms is alive.
The Rooms is alive.
Right, now I don't want to watch it. Now I don't want to see it, buddy. What the fuck was that?
He's spoiling.
What's obsession?
It's not like the room, the fucking, you go and stab a wall and it starts bleeding. No, it's like the concept.
What's
of
obsession
that.
about? About a chick who becomes obsessed with a guy?
The guy wishes this girl
because he ate some puss.
Dude, so funny. They're asking Tristan about movies that he just saw. He just saw Backrooms, right? They're asking him about it. What's it about? What's it about? He goes, oh, it's like, you know, the rooms are like alive. They go, whoa, you just ruined the whole fucking movie for us. It's like, asshole, you just asked me what it was. What are you talking about? Like, they freak out on him kind of a little bit.
They are always giving him a hard time.
It's crazy. They cannot let it go with this asshole. And now they're asking him about obsession. Guys, dude, all right. Let's take one moment. I just want to, like, 1 minute to just announce something real fast. If you liked Obsession or Backrooms, I hate to say it, that's low IQ. That's what they call that in where I'm from. Low IQ. That has to be. Those movies sucked ass. Obsession was the most predictable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The guy is a pussy for the first half hour of the movie. You go, well, gee, I wish where this is going. And he's clearly in love with this woman, right? Gets a magic make-a-wish stick. Where can we possibly go with this? He's going to wish that she loved him. She's going to be overly obsessed.
Right.
Nothing crazy about that.
As soon as you start it.
It's like as soon as you start, you can put that together by just like the context of the scenes that are happening. Within the first 20 minutes, you can picture that. I'm not saying it's predictable like move to move, but you can immediately see where the movie's going as soon as it starts playing.
It's kind of like, what's the point now?
Yeah, there's no fucking nuance to it at all, right? And you know what it is that it looked cool. It had some cool scenes in it. There was some good audio, some bang, bang, some guns going off. Then everyone goes, oh, man, that was awesome, right? It's like, no, dude, have you been that ruined by, like, how shitty the movie industry now is that, like, you don't even know what's good in your own mind? And then Backrooms, give me a fucking break. Like, I can't even tell you how many things I predicted in that. I literally predicted, like, every time something was going to happen, dude, not even giving anything away. There's a part where, like, a guy goes, did you know you can eat other people? And he goes to grab somebody, right? I go, the guy's going to be made out of cotton. As a joke, I say this. He goes and grabs the guy and rips a piece off of him. It's fucking cotton. It's actually cotton. The guy rips off a piece of cotton. And, like, I go, dude, you have to be kidding me with this, right? You have to be joking. And the evil monster is like a retarded pirate. I'm like, what is even happening?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? And the way that they find the back rooms, you go, like, immediately you go, well, if this was any normal person, they would just go, I'm not going back in there until I get, like, the police, right? Like, I need to figure out what's happening, especially when you start realizing there might be something in there, right? The guy does nothing to block off the hole. I'm like, what? I said that to you.
He made it more visible.
Yeah. When we were watching it, I was like, I don't know about you, Ashley, but if I knew that I could get in, then I would assume that something could get out, right? I would board that bitch up so that it could, I could get in when I wanted to. You're poking a million fucking holes in both of those goddamn movies. Everyone's talking about it like they're the greatest movies to come. They sucked ass. Both of them sucked ass. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Unpopular opinion, changed my mind type shit, but they sucked ass. That's just me. Now, let's get back to Lev First School of Dating.
He's a puss. What did he do? Did he treat her a little mean? Did he follow Lev's School of Dating?
Isn't it funny the way he says that? Did he follow Lev's School of Dating?
About a chick who becomes obsessed with a guy.
The guy wishes this girl
because he ate some puss. He ate some puss. What did he do? Did he treat her a little mean? Did he follow Lev's School of Dating?
There you go.
Dude, you want a real life obsession? Listen to Lev's 10 tips to get a bitch.
Dude,
WWJD. Remember that. You remember WWJD?
Oh, yeah.
What would Jesus do, right?
That's it.
That's not what it is for Left Fur. But remember that. WWJD.
He said
something. You don't need 10, player.
He
You
said
just need my first 3.
he said something so funny on the car ride up to Philly, and I'm like, I guess this is true. So he's talking about like one of the hottest bitches he ever fucked, and he's just like,
No, I didn't say what the hottest. I said my best clothes ever.
your best clothes.
My
And
clothes.
You want to tell?
Yes.
Not the hottest bitch I've ever fucked. My best clothes. Who think like what actual like a normal man is ever in their mind thinking, what was my best clothes with a lady? As if they just like struck a deal, you know? I closed the deal with her. That's everything that comes out of his. It's like he's living in the 90s. Like he sounds like a guy from the 90s. You close the deal on the puss, you know? if you don't fuck the girl within the first 15 minutes, you're squishing your chances, bro. If you don't meet her and fuck her within 10 minutes of meeting her, you're cooked. You know, that's like how Lev talks. He talks like a 90s frat guy.
No, I don't want to tell it at all.
Top 5 clothes.
The best clothes is like he's talking with like some chick, and like she's like, "No, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna do. I don't want to come over and all that shit. You just want to fuck." And he, in his mind, he's like, "What would 007 do right now?"
That's the key.
Thank you, Colin.
I say what?
Now, Lev is going to correct him. He didn't say what would 007 do.
Really? What would James Bond do?
What would James Bond do? WWJD. Now, think about this. You're a woman. You're a woman, right? And you're on a date with a fat, ugly Lev Fur, right? Sitting on the opposite side of the table to you. And he's pulling out all his fucking best shit, and it ain't jiving with any of you at all, you know? He pulls out his best one-liners. Oh, he's hitting on you all nice, calling you beautiful. You're not falling for none of it. Something about the chemistry just ain't right, you know? The vibe's just not right. That guy, in his mind, the whole time you're sitting with him at the table, is thinking to himself, what would James Bond do, right? He's thinking to himself in his mind, he goes, what would James Bond do? Think about how fucking crazy that is. And then he says this to Tristan as if this is the best dating advice. He goes, Tristan, listen to me. I'm going to get you pussy. You just have to do what I do. Think to yourself, what would James Bond do? What? What would a fictional British character do from a movie? A guy that's not real? He would click his heels twice and the platform shoes would like shoot him up to the next fucking level of the building. He would do some crazy shit that's not real because he's not a real guy. What are you even saying right now? I just thought that was hilarious because here's the thing. You hear that come out of your friend's mouth, right? You go, he's joking. And this is a good laugh, right? And you get over it. This ain't no fucking joke coming out of Lev's mouth. Lev believes that there's 300 women in 2 years.
Every woman that he's talked to is getting the ick.
Is getting some sort of ick, whether they feel it now or later, in a form of regret. They wake up 3 weeks later, they go, I don't know why, but I just feel disgusting right now. And then they go, and they think about Lev, they go, that's what it was. Now I got to go to therapy for the next 6 months. Fuck. You know? This is all serious to him. 300 women in 2 years. You remember how hard he fought that point? Nothing about that was a joke when we covered that.
Him and Ray J.
Oh, him and Ray J are banging fucking every time they breathe, it's a new bitch is getting fucked, you know? Every fucking Ethan Klein sniffle, a new girl's getting fucking jammed, you know? The Lev is crazy. Like, you just know that this is real coming out of him. What would James Bond do?
He's talking with like some chick, and like she's like, "No, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna do. I don't want to come over and all that shit. You just want to fuck." And he, in his mind, he's like, "What would 007 do right now?"
That's the key.
Thank you, Colin.
Look at how embarrassed Lev is.
James Bond, a British spy.
Yeah,
he goes, "Let's get out of here, darling."
I swear, if you ever want to get pussy,
here's a nickel. Go call your mother. Tell her you won't be home tonight.
Yeah.
If you ever want to get pussy and it's down to the wire of closing this thing down, just say to yourself, what would James Bond do?
I have a
do
gun.
that.
I have a stick of gum.
Just say to yourself, WWJD. just do that and the pussy's coming. If you're ever in a pinch and you can't close the deal. Let me give you real advice. Let me give you guys real advice. Don't listen to this fucking asshole. If you're ever in a situation with a woman and you think to yourself, how am I going to close this deal right now? Go home because you're a sexual predator. Like, that's the only, like, if you have to think about it like that, as if you're trying to, like, close the deal on a used car, trying to get some pussy from a girl, like, that you are a manipulative man. You deserve to be nowhere near a woman, right? And she should be free of that headache at all costs, you know? Instead, you get this. Left first, school of dating. Left first, school of dating. And let me tell you this right now. We're about to go to the next time code real fast because Lev is gonna talk about this close of his, this infamous close that he had, getting that pussy, and it's very cringy. Very cringy. But Column's no better. Column's sitting there laughing at him. Column told a very, very sus story in the episode.
Column married?
Dude, Column is married. But he's telling them in the last episode, he's telling them about this story. He said when he was younger, he was at a party and pissed on a guy's face, right? Now, you think to yourself, like, some guy was passed out. He probably got drunk and he did an asshole move and he pissed on the guy while he's passed out as a joke and fucking left and kept partying, right? Not even close. Column says that they talked about him pissing on the guy's face. Then Column agreed to it. They went in the bathroom together to do it. Column got stage fright, had to go back into the bathroom 2 more times to try to piss on this gay man's face in the bathroom. Got stage fright 2 more times. Then had to go in the bathroom again, start to pee, pinch his dick off, run out of the bathroom, call the gay guy into the bathroom to hurry up so that he could unpinch his dick and then piss in the guy's fucking face. And that's about the gayest thing I've ever heard, ever. Like, and the whole time they're telling the story, Lev is like, you sucked his dick. No, he sucked your dick. Something gay in that bathroom happened then. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
I believe that something gay happened in that bathroom. You're not just...
It was gay to pee on his face.
It was gay to haggle about it. That was the gay part. The gay part was when they started haggling about it and talking about it. Well, you can't piss on my face. Nothing above the neck. Are we going to do it in the bathroom? You're going to get on your knees? How are we going to do this? You're going to sit in front of the toilet? That's the gay part. The hashing it out.
Yeah.
You know? Like, holy shit. Because that insinuates you want to go through with this. This is not just a passerby joke. So much premeditation going on, right? What, you got it on the 4th try? Get the fuck out of here. That's gay. You gay. I'm sorry, Colin Terrell, you gay, you know? So it's funny to see him laughing. He goes, left first, school of dating. It's like, guy, you pissed on a gay man's face on the 4th try. Like, that's the part that on the 4th try is like, let's not forget that part of the story. You know, very funny shit. Now let's listen to Lev's famous close. What is that? 53 minutes and 29 seconds. Let's head on over to 53. Oh, I just had it. 54:22. Let's go back just a little. What is that? 53:29, right, I said? All right, 53:22. Now, this is Lev's infamous close, right? This is what he said to this woman to get laid that night. This was the best one that's ever happened to him. Out of all the times he's hooked up, this was the best close that he's ever had. Listen to how cringy this shit is.
Just in the middle of the night, go, what the fuck just happened?
I had that one time too. A chick was
James
like,
Lev. I love it.
Lev Bond.
Lev Bond.
James Lap Bond.
James Lap.
So in that story,
in this particular story, the way I see it going is this.
So you know, we're like
at a bar in New
talking
York,
at a bar.
yeah? What are you wearing?
Not New York, in North Carolina.
This is before you even came here, huh?
No, I was visiting. I was back home visiting. Back home for a weekend.
Newfound
visiting.
swagger.
I always forget Lev is from our way. He's from around our way. I just had the clip play and I didn't have the clip view going. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. You know, technical difficulties of Lost Dogs Media. Lev is from Raleigh. I always forget about that. So now he's back at home visiting. He's at a bar. He meets a girl, right? That's the beginning of the story. Lev, take it away.
That's right.
I don't rap no more. You left as a SoundCloud rapper. Came back as a open mic comedian.
That's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Things have changed.
I was like fucking talking to this hot chick, and I was like, look, I'm staying at my buddy's place. Got the whole floor to myself. Let's go over there. Let's go hang out. She's like,
I want to show you, right?
Why are you bringing that rag towards my face? And I was like, and she goes, ugh.
You said, let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And
Let's get out of here. Hey, let's go.
And she was like,
I just picture like them getting to the bar, right, at the same time. Or like maybe she's sitting at the table waiting for him, right? He goes up to her, goes to sit down. Hey, my name's Lev. She goes, hey, I'm Ashley. He sits down, right, and goes, let's get out of here. Like immediately, like right away, he sits down after introducing himself, goes, let's get out of here. My friend's got the whole floor to himself. Like, I just picture that for some reason. Obviously, you would have to be a fucking deranged psychopath the second your ass hits the seat to say, let's get the fuck out of here. But that's just how I envision it in my mind. With Lev, I just immediately take it to that place.
No, she's like, I knew you just wanted to have sex. Like, I'm not that kind of girl, whatever, all that bullshit. So then I was just like, oh, I don't want to just have sex. And that's when the James Bondism kicked in.
That's all I wanted to do. That's when I realized I'm lying to the girl. That's why I said James Bond would lie to this bitch.
No, then
because they're both not real characters.
I'm undercover.
Just like how
I'm pretending to be a human.
Just like how the content of my character isn't real. Neither is the fictional man James
Don't
Bond.
let her know who I really am.
Like a spy.
Yeah, so then
What would James Bond do?
I go,
That's very funny. Like, Colin is spot on about this. His suit jacket would turn into a jetpack and he would fly through the ceiling is what James Bond would do.
Come to my Lamborghini. Go, come on.
I go, that's not all I want to do. And then I put my hands on her waist, kind of got close to her. Then I was like, and then I walked her through like everything I wanted to do to her sexually. It was like, first I want to do this, then I want to do that, then I want to do it. But
Are you picking up on this? Are you? Okay, so
Yeah.
just in case somebody listening is kind of like not picking up on what Lev is saying, this girl calls him out for asking her if she wants to go back to where he's staying because he has the whole floor to himself. He's staying at a friend's house, right? She calls him out, says, I knew it. I knew that the only thing you wanted out of this was to get laid. Lev says he looks her in the eyes lovingly, grabs her by her hips, and stares in her eyes and says to her everything he wants to do to her sexually. Are you serious? Like what? That's what James Bond would do? I have to imagine James Bond's a little smoother of a talker than that.
I think
you know what I mean? That's
is.
nuts behavior. That's psychopath shit. He goes, first I want to tie you up and put you in the garage. Then we're going to start by ripping off your toenails one by one with needle nose pliers, right? Then I'm going to tape your mouth shut. You know, it's like he might as well be like telling her how he's going to murder her. Like a woman would take that the same way. How would you react? And that's a guy who looks you like that, grabs you by the hips, says, I'm going to fuck you in the ass.
I would already be done because you touched my hip.
Yeah. Like a guy grabs you by the hips and goes, I want to fuck you in the ass tonight. You go, what the fuck? You go, you start trying to get out of the chair. You go, get me out of here.
Well, apparently it worked.
Come on. You can't believe this. This is Lev Fur we're talking. This is Lev Fur, the liar. But you know, I should get a soundbite of like just when I fail a joke, I go, you know, like that. Maybe. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Listen to this.
I'm lying to the girl. That's why I said James Bond would lie to this bitch.
No, then
because they're both not real characters.
I'm undercover.
Just like how
I'm pretending to be a human.
Just like how the content of my character isn't real. Neither is the fictional man James
Don't
Bond.
let her know who I really am.
Like a spy.
Yeah, so then
What would James Bond do?
I go,
I jumped in my Lamborghini. Go, come on.
I go, that's not all I want to do. And then I put my hands on her waist, kind of got close to her. Then I was like, and then I walked her through like everything I wanted to do to her sexually. It was like, first I want to do this, then I want to do that, then I want to do it. By the time I get to the third thing, she was like, all right, let's go.
I'm wet.
That's what James Bond would do, baby.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's it.
So that's it. Let's give it up for Lev. WWJD. So remember that, guys. If you're ever out there in that world, you know, at like a farmer's market or, you know, wherever people meet in public, I don't even know. Do you see Theo Von's tweet I was looking at earlier this week?
No.
He tweeted, he was like, y'all, where do y'all meet women at, like, in public, man? Like, I don't even know, like, where people meet in public anymore, man. I'm trying to get, like, a girlfriend and shit. Everyone's like, Theo, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Theo Von is down bad, dude. He needs to find a woman. All he has to do is open his DMs. I don't even understand.
Right.
Like, open your DMs, pick the hottest one, spend a week with them, see what goes on, you know, see what happens, right? Worst thing that happens, you guys stop talking to each other, you break up, whatever, right? It's like, dude, come on, you can figure this out, right? But yeah, I don't know, Lev's school of dating. You ever out there at a farmer's market or meeting a nice woman and you're really down bad? Don't forget, just grab her by the hips and just explain to her, I want to fuck you in your ass, you know? And then next thing you know, she's as wet as they can be and you're ready to go. You know, that's actually fucking insane to me to hear him say some shit like that. You want to take a little bit of a bathroom break before we get into our next segment? Let's see what they're saying real fast. They're saying if it were true, it wouldn't be him talking about his tactics. Wait. Oh, if it was true, wouldn't him talking about his tactics ruin his future deals being closed, right? Well, this is the thing. A guy like Lev, he's so delusional in his mind. He thinks that, like, that won't deter any women from wanting to get with him, hearing that, right? He goes, I'm eventually going to be this, like, famous comedian, you know, that, like...
It might be how sloppy he looks.
Yeah.
And the weird-ass shit that clearly is coming out of his mouth.
Sometimes girls see a pig and they just go, like, I like me a pig, you know? Like, there's a million fish out there in the sea. You know, I do call cap on it, though, regardless of that point. So you want to take a quick bathroom break before we get into our Kill Tony segment?
Yeah.
Take a little bit of a break. What do you think we should get for some music? I want to listen to something nice. I want to listen to something real nice, you know? For some reason, I added a bunch of music to the playlist, and it looks like it's, like, not, like, on there. Hey, let's shut the fuck up. Sorry about that, guys. I like this song right here. Let's play this song. All right, we're going to take a quick break and go to the bathroom, take care of some other stuff. I'm going to domestic violence Ashley real quick, and then we're going to come back, finish the show, do the Kill Tony segment, and have ourselves a good rest of the night. Watch the UFC at the White House to finish off the day, right?
I'm kind of excited about this.
I don't say that. You're gonna get us canceled. I'm kidding. Who gives a fuck? I'm excited about it. I hope Trump drops the N-word. That'd be awesome. Trump in the middle of the live stream, he goes, "Look at these two N's fighting." That'd be amazing. Take a backroom break. Oh, look, they're saying, yeah. Me and Ashley are gonna go take a backroom break. We'll be back in 6 months, okay? So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Lost Ox Media. Hello and welcome back to Lost Ox Media.
You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I talk so much shit and then I start the stream back up with a bunch of coughs. I didn't think that fucking hit was gonna do me in like that when we returned from break, but I am very happy to have you all back here with us. Sorry we had to take a little bit of a bathroom break. Our next segment, it's going to be a little bit of a doozy, so I want to make sure that we can spend adequate time on it. I do not want any interruptions like bathroom breaks or anything of the like. As a matter of fact, during the break, I don't know if you guys remember, last week, Ashley's legs were making the camera shake. So just now on the break, what I did was I took her legs and I cut them off so that we don't have to worry about that. So now Ashley is an amputee, halfway to Nugget, which is going to be real sexy when she gets the full Nugget status. You guys don't even know the stuff I'm going to do to Ashley when she's a Nugget. You know, spin her around and toss her, you know what I mean? Throw her in the air like that. Yeah. All sorts of stuff. But no, we have a very good segment to end off the show. This is the reason why people probably clicked on this episode if they're not new, or if they are new to the show, if they're not already fans of the show, and they happen to click. This segment is the reason why you're here. We're going to be covering Tony Hinchcliffe's new stand-up special, Man of the People. This is going to be very interesting. Now, there's a lot of anticipation with this special. It's not like Netflix made like this big deal about it months in advance or anything. But the reason why I say there was a lot of anticipation behind a special like this is because, you're getting it too, huh? The reason why I say there's a lot of anticipation behind a special like this is because his last Netflix special sucked ass. So much so that Netflix didn't even renew the license with it. And once they didn't, Tony tried everything he could to get it taken off of like everywhere online. I had to like literally find it on one of those like movie 123 websites where you watch like bootleg movies, which is how me and Ashley watched Backrooms and Obsession. We are pirateers, okay? Don't tell the police. But yeah, I like, you can't even find his first special was called One Shot. The reason it was called One Shot is because it was all shot in one take, right? Like that. This new one's called Man of the People. And by God, did it suck ass. Before we even get into it, I want to show you guys some of the reviews for this shit because they ain't looking good. Look, what do we got here? Let's check out Tony's IMDb, right? The IMDb page for Man of the People. What are we looking at here? What kind of score do we have over here on IMDb? What is that, 3.1? Where's the score on here? They were blocking it. They were blocking it. Look at this, a goddamn 3.1. That's out of 100. No, I'm kidding. It's out of 10. That's still a shitty score. And that's 787 people rating that. I wonder what it got on YouTube. It got a little push. You want to hear some reviews? Let's read like one or two reviews. Hilariously unfunny. God damn. Okay. Oh, you have to sign in to read a review on IMDb?
I don't know. I never
that
signed
ain't
into
fucking
IMDb.
happening. I'll tell you that right now. That's not happening. Any of these reviews can be read in fucking a couple sentences. Let's just read the headlines. Tony is the worst comedian of all time. Worst one yet. It's, what did that say? It's pretty bad what? It's pretty bad, to be honest. What is the next one? Slow, no effort, no writing, not a comedy special. Hilariously unfucking funny, red bar. I mean, like, the people have spoken, and we haven't even gotten into this goddamn shit, right? You want to see what they're saying on TikTok? This is bad, because IMDb, let's be real, it's a movie, like, critique site, right? So you can't just trust IMDb like that, right? Let's see what the people on the TikTok have to say. Because I saw this fucking TikTok earlier.
I don't know, man. Anyone?
Hold up. Did you hear that already? The guy, I don't know, man. You ever hear a white surfer dude start the sentence by going, I don't know, man? Nothing good's coming out of his mouth. I'm going to tell you that right now. Ain't nothing good coming out of a surfer-haired dude's mouth. He says something.
I don't know, man. Anyone else find this Tony Hinchcliffe special dry and boring? I mean, I like his show, but I was like,
look
okay.
at the asshole that's giving this review right now. This is like a jump scare when I saw this.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know, man. He just puts down the meth pipe. He goes, holy shit. He goes, yo, that special was ass. You know what I mean? There's something about this guy. I go, chill, dog. You're fucking hurting my feelings. You're hurting my feelings. Just looking at you.
That's him roasting people, but I'm sure he has some material. I'm just bored. Like, he tells his jokes so slow.
I love how Tony is playing, and he has the special playing in the background. So he's going, I mean, he's good on Kill Tony, but like aside from that, and you just hear Tony in the background, fucking unbelievable, and the people in the crowd. Like that's actually very funny to hear this guy shit on this special and Tony in the background fighting for his life.
And it's all so far.
You hear him?
It's
Listen,
been mostly crowd work. They'll sprinkle in a couple of jokes or whatever, but it's just I thought, I was like, oh, cool, he's got a special, dude. I've never really heard him do.
I like how when he flips the camera, instead of making sure it's focused on Tony, he just makes sure that it's only focused on his dumb ass already wasted candle sitting here. That's the only thing that's in focus in the shot. He goes, guys, look at how bad the special is, and just shows you an awesome ass fucking shot of his candle. Goes, isn't it terrible?
I was like, oh, cool, he's got a special, dude. I've never really heard him do comedy. No, he's just kind of the roast guy, dude. That's about it, dude. That sucks, dude, because, I mean, he is funny. He just doesn't seem like he wrote any jokes, dude. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. What do you think? Shut up, asshole. You can't talk back. What are you? I'm not commenting on your post, so, unless you could form some sort of two-way connection here, you ain't going to hear from me. I'm not going to fucking tell you nothing. So the people have already spoken. It's bad. And I don't know. Have any of you guys watched any of this? Look, Magnus in there asking about the UFC at the White House. We're all watching, buddy. But if anyone's watched any of this special, please tell us your piece in the chat, because I want to hear about it. We checked out the IMDb rating, right? At a fucking 3.1. We're hearing what people are saying about it on TikTok. They fucking hate it. Rotten Tomatoes. It has one review on Rotten Tomatoes. It's at 6%, bro. It's a 6% on the popcorn meter with 50 plus reviews. This thing is fucked, man. So are you guys ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to get into a little bit of Man of the People? Let's check it out, dude. What do we got here? Let's open up this attachment. Man of the People, where you at? I know it's somewhere. There it goes. That's what I like to see. We got it here on the fucking QuickTime. You like QuickTime? I don't. I can't stand that every fucking Mac comes with QuickTime, and you can't get rid of it. All right, check this out. Man of the People that he's making here. You heard that. A very diverse crowd, a lot of different races, a lot of different people in here. Then he follows it up by saying, I'm a people person. I study people, I study them. I travel the country. You got to get out of your house so you can study these people. Now, if you study people, you think you might know a thing or two about people, right? And what further way to show that you know anything about anyone than by getting every single bit of crowd work that you try with the audience completely wrong. Every crowd work bit that he tries blows up in his face. And then the whole special, he goes, I'm a people guy. I study people. Nobody knows more about people than me. He goes, sir, you look Mexican. Are you Mexican? The guy's like, I'm white. It's like every bit is like fucked up the whole time, which makes this so much funnier. On top of that, I didn't even know it was going to be like 90% crowd work. Which made it way I was like, this is dog shit. Like, it's just like the guy said, the TikTok guy. It was like a crowd work, like a Matt Rife crowd work special. And he just goes, oh, I'm losing the crowd. Let me, get him back. And then he tells a joke, right? It's like almost like he tried to play the Man of the People title by being like, see how much of a man of the people I am? I'm doing all crowd work. Leave that to Matt Rife and his little faggy microphone that hangs out of his ear like that. You ever see? Matt Rife's microphone is like the size of a Tic Tac.
I've never really.
It's the faggiest
attention.
thing.
I don't even know what kind of comedy he was doing.
All crowd work. He actually has crowd work specials on YouTube. Kind of like a gay man, right? Don't look at when I paused it. Doesn't it look like God just shifted Tony's eyes like fucking Sloth from the Goonies or whatever the monster's name was?
I think that's right.
Sloth, right? Tony's eyes just look like they got shifted to fuck right as soon as I paused the goddamn screen. Now, did you guys pay attention to that joke he just said? Great state of Texas. He just got his first gun. He loves his gun. Loves his gun. And he talks about how his gun is almost like his second dick, right? And he knows that it's almost like his second dick because as soon as he got home, he put the goddamn thing in his mouth, right? Now, there's something behind that joke that a lot of people, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have closed it like that. There's something behind that joke that a lot of people had something to say about online. It was the fact that he fucking stole it.
Oh.
Yeah, Tony stole that joke from some woman online like years and years ago. She was like a bucket pool on Kill Tony. Sorry, I'm just getting the clip back up because I accidentally closed it out. But I want to show you guys this allegedly stolen joke right out the rip. So not only are we opening the special with a dog shit outfit, some dog shit Nikes, the shiniest Nikes I've ever seen in my goddamn life. We're also starting out this awesome crowd work comedy special with a nice stolen fucking joke. Now, hopefully, oh, okay, thank God. I got so scared. Dude, my heart just dropped to my stomach, guys, because as soon as I went to open the link, it was like, you're going to need to log into Facebook. And I was like, I'm not logged in and we're live. Oh my God. I was about to freak. So look, this woman right here, I want to read a little bit of what she says. Let's see if I can open it. I guess I can't. The woman that posted this, her name is in here and everything. It's Shelby Morgan, spelled Chelby, Morgan spelled the normal way, right? Here's just like, she says, hey, y'all, just wanted to post this as I'm getting messages from friends about this, and I'm curious as to what everyone's perspective is. Now, the post is cut off. I'm not signed into Facebook. I can't open it. But she just goes into a very lengthy explanation saying, I did this joke like years ago on Tony's show. And like ever since I was on Kill Tony, I saw like no success from it. Almost like to the point of feeling blackballed by the Austin comedy scene, right? And then she goes to say like, now she kind of almost feels like she got blackballed back then because she kind of always felt like maybe she was going to get material stolen from her by Tony later in the future, which is a very big stretch to say, right?
Right.
But that doesn't make the fact that Tony heard a joke very, very similar to the one he just told us years ago on his show. And a lot of the comedians that are coming from the Kill Tony circuit are known for this kind of shit. David Lucas, half of his act at any goddamn moment is all tweets that he finds on fucking Twitter that he thinks are funny coming from the black Twitter, right? And then he just does them in his act. If people call him out all the time on it, people are still going to go and see the show, right? You get to a certain point, it's like you got to do a lot more than just pointing that out to stop the beast, right? But here's this girl. She posts this clip along with her lengthy explanation. And this is our good friend Mike David covering the fact that Tony stole this joke and providing the clips of the girl telling the original joke. She put this all together, either her or someone else, but she posted it. So let's listen to this. First joke coming out of Tony's special, stolen from one of his own bucket pools. Listen to this. Go ahead. We need some volume.
Who's using yonder pouches to lock up the crowd's phones.
Here, let's go back.
I thought it was just...
Let's go back.
He's one of the first comics since I've been all up in there who's using yonder pouches to lock up the crowd's phones. I thought it was just because he's saying some wild stuff, but when I was home on YouTube, I saw that he stole a recent joke from a Kill Tony contestant. So she says he changed up the set, but it's that girl Shelby Morgan's gun joke.
Sometimes he tries to take me to the shooting range, but I just don't enjoy it because for me, shooting a gun is a lot like giving a hand job. Like most women, I'm not very good at it, and I would really rather just put it in my mouth.
Now look at Tony over here writing it down. He goes, I better make sure I write that one down. Red band, time code that so I can steal it later. Meh. I always picture Tony saying meh at the end of everything. anytime Tony talks, meow at the end of it. You have to. You fucking have to, in my opinion. So that's very similar to the same fucking premise. Gets a joke, brings it home. People worried about her shooting herself. Instead, she would rather suck the gun like it was a dick, right? Tony pretty much bringing up the same shit. Now, obviously, Red Bar covered this months, if not years, whatever ago, right?
It said 23.
23, there you go, 3 years ago. But it's important to kind of like rehash this now because this is his special that just came out last week.
How does he already know he's caught at this and still continue to do it?
I don't know. Sometimes I think these guys just get like so famous that like so many things are happening to them at once that it's really hard to catalog every single thing in your mind that's been said and done and this and that on every show and podcast and appearance and whatever, right? So he probably really might not have remembered or whatever. I don't know, but that's giving him too much credit, in my opinion. He's constantly writing in that book. Like I see him every episode to the point to where people tweet about it online. They go, what is Tony writing in that goddamn book all the time? You know, he's always writing something down. Nobody ever hears him talk about it. What is he writing? Is he writing down little tidbits of like the funnier jokes that he finds? I mean, you could have some real Carlos Mencia shit going on right here. And it would be the perfect cover. He's the host of the show. He has to be there. The notebook could be for anything. He could be, I'm writing down notes for the show, stuff to take out, when to add an ad, whatever. He could say anything. It's his notebook. It's not like he has to turn it into anyone at the end of the night so that they make sure he's not stealing jokes from the fucking bucket pools, right? Like, this is 100% plausible shit, you know? Again, Red Bar already got it. Not trying to take anything away from that. It's just very important to bring this back up because he's putting it in his special now. This joke's been done before. And let's finish this out. I want to hear what the rest of this is. Give me that volume back, baby. Oh, it's the joke that we just heard. They're going to show it. So let's go back to the special now. So look, shitty outfit, shitty intro, Nazi logo all over the goddamn stage, you know? Nothing good about that. Opens up with a stolen joke. So now let's make sure we're back at the same area that we were at before. I go back a little bit. Just a second. I want to see if we can catch this guy right here.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, they got to pay attention to this man right here. This man is all of us in this moment. This man is every single one of us watching this special. We are him. He embodies the spirit of every single one of us at home that watched this thing and fucking thought it was dog shit. And I love him for it.
Oh, yeah.
It
was great.
So fucking funny. I caught on to that. When I first saw it, I go, he's like me. Because I go to one of these things, I sit like this. Like that. I don't want them to talk to me. I don't want none of that. If I go to a comedy show and a guy fucking points me out in the crowd and starts asking me questions, I will blow a rape whistle. I'm not fucking joking. I will go, no, I'm not. Nope. Like, it's not, I will not do that shit.
He is sitting on the front row, though.
I sat at the front row of Andrew Santino when he was doing Cheeseburger. And if he would have even thought about, he could see it on my face. I caught him a couple times. He was itching. All right. And I'm sitting there like this. You know, you better not fucking call on me. I'll ruin your shit real quick. I'll give you nothing. And I'm telling you, this guy's a patriot, bro. Hey, Filipino, he might look like a foreigner. This man is a fucking true American patriot. You know, do his bullshit like as if he's doing an episode of Kill Tony. Because he says stuff like that in between like bucket pulls and stuff. He goes, anything can happen tonight, you know? Like he always is saying that. He's like treating this like an episode of Kill Tony. And I like how he goes, I hope we have metal detectors in here for that guy. Clearly we don't, because if we did, they would have fucking flagged you for this giant hubcap you're wearing on your goddamn belt right now. This thing looks like it should be inside one of my wheels. Like, it's the size of a hubcap. I'm sorry. Shitty joke or not, That just is what it is. So you guys want to see some more crowd work? Just blow the fuck up in Tony's face like that. I think we got it in us, right? Check out some more failed ass crowd work. You smell me? Let's check it out. All right. What's this next one? Look, I always say that. Now I'm stuck in my habits because I'm going, what's this next one? As if I have the time codes, but I had to like rip these from offline. You guys want to know why we had to rip it from Netflix? Because me and Ashley don't pay for Netflix without the ads, bro. I couldn't be like, oh, let's just scrub through the Netflix one. Because if you scrub too far, you're going to hit an ad. It like forces you into the ad, you know?
I never thought about that.
Yeah. So like I just went and screen recorded all of them because I was like, how fucking shitty would it be if we're like doing it in the middle of the show and all of a sudden an ad comes up for like a gambling website or something? Like, holy shit, this would suck ass. So we just screen recorded it. You know, that's the way Netflix, I'm sure, would prefer it, right? So let's check out Tony doing some more failed crowd work. We just saw him tortilla girl. He thought she worked in a strip club. She didn't. She fucking made tortillas. He thought that she was Elvis Costello's girlfriend. She wasn't. Called Elvis Costello a fucking gay magician when he really looks like Elvis Costello. Shitty intro, Nazi memorabilia on stage, huge shoes. All of this is culminating into more fucking failed crowd work. This is the shit that I was watching this. You ever see when your cat is staring out the window and like birds fly by and the cat wants the bird so bad so it starts going like with its mouth, right? Starts foaming at the mouth, getting all crazy and rabid. That's me watching this. I see more failed crowd work. My dick gets so hard. Okay, let's check it out. Enough for me.
This is real life, people. Shit's going down.
Real life?
It's happening.
It's happening.
And look.
You want to know what's funny? The part that we just stopped was 20 minutes earlier than the part that we just started, right? And where we ended, he's going, anything could happen. It's a crazy world out there. 20 minutes later, in between fucking bullshit, he's going, anything could happen. It's a crazy world out there. That's like his go-to. 2.5 many. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, did you catch that? I can't be going crazy right now.
Yeah, he's saying there's...
But he's trying to say there's 2.5 billion too many.
Right.
Because that's how many Indians there supposedly are. It's like 2.5 billion or some crazy ass number like that, right? But he fucked it all up. So you're starting with saying Mexicans populate like crazy. And it might have been a funny, LOL segue, right? To go, Indians also like to fuck too. They be popping out kids like crazy, right? But the way he says it, you know how many Indians there are? 2.5 many. 2.5 many? What the fuck does that supposed to mean? Even that sentence on its own doesn't make sense. If I asked you how many you have, and you said I have 2.5 many, I would go, get the fuck out. Get out of my house. Because you're having a stroke or something. You're about to go crazy. I don't need this shit right now. I would lose my mind. You say 2.5 many to me. What the fuck is even that? So something's happening here. He's like flustered because his crowd work's not working. Something's going on. And there's that pot. There's that pot. And he's getting extra sugar on. He's like, kind of really.
He's getting, how old he said? He was 41. He's getting that like old man bod where he's getting like negative ass and then his stomach in the front.
I know, but I kind of feel like he's doing a little.
Well, yes, I see what you're saying.
You know
there.
what I mean?
For sure he's doing that.
Like
there.
that
He's
right.
got a little hip hop.
Yeah, that right leg is locked. There's no bend in it. And then he's bending the other leg, which is giving him that pop out booty. You bitches do this when you take pictures. Don't act like you don't. I see them. I'm on Instagram liking them. Licking my lips. No, just kidding. But Tony is flustered right now. 2.5 many. You know how many Indians there are right now on the planet? 2.5 many. Yeah. Doesn't even make sense. Are you trying to say 2.5 billion too many, that makes sense. And I would agree with you. No, I'm kidding. But let's listen. Tony, take it away. 2.5 many. Tony, don't do this to me. Tony, no! I think I froze the goddamn video, which I will bring back up in due haste. So we'll be right back. We'll be right back here on Lost Docs Media. 2.5 many. Let's get back to that.
It's all real.
Where do you think he's going with this, guys? Could anyone take a guess as to where this may be going? You see now this is a man who studies people. He's traveling across the country, studying people. That's what he's doing. What do you think he's writing in that book? Mm-hmm. He's studying everyone that he comes across. He's the study monster. Kill Tony's a whole study. It's a think tank. It's a whole social experiment that he's got going on. So he can study people, you know? So naturally, he should have this pegged, right? You asking an Asian woman in the crowd what she does for work. Now you're asking her about the kind of car she drives. What kind of stereotype are we dealing with here having to do with Asian people and cars? Could it be that maybe their squinty little eyes make it hard for them to see on the road? And they're having trouble, so they're hitting everything? Could that be it? Maybe she drives for fucking 3 miles with her left blinker on? No turns in sight, you know? Maybe it's something like that. Is this where we're getting at? It's a very predictable premise, if that's what we're getting at, right? And you think, hey, man, if she Chinese, she bad at driving. Everyone knows that, right? That's a dead giveaway. Nothing racist about that if it's the truth, you know? Nothing racist about me saying Asians are bad drivers if every Asian known to man is a bad driver, right? So naturally, this joke should be a slam dunk for Tony. Asian woman, Honda Civic, teaches autistic kids. Tony, that's the perfect way to just end that whole fucked up crowd work bit. Go ahead.
You know, we'll give it to him. At least it's like actual random people. He could have had planted people in the crowd.
That's very true. That is very true. But if you have random people planted in the crowd with the way that the internet is now, people pick up on it way too fucking quick. You know, it has to be very sporadic without much dialogue going back and forth to kind of make it like really convincing. Like Mark Norman did this thing one time where he like planned out this bit with this company that wanted to go viral, where they said, hey, we're going to film one of your sets. We're going to have a guy in the crowd waiting and he's going to heckle you. Then he's going to run up on stage and grab the mic out of your hand.
Yeah.
Right?
We saw this.
Yeah, and they planned that out. And the reason why it was convincing is because it happened so fast. The guy just, hey, what the? And then he runs on the stage, and next thing you know, he's grabbing a mic. Everyone's fucking bugging out. But Mark didn't have like a 2-minute conversation with the guy back and forth. And then like that's kind of where people will start to kind of see the cracks because there's so much thinking going on and you expect it to happen a certain way in your head. And that's where like the inauthenticity kind of comes out a little bit, you know? But yeah, very, very funny. Let's move on from Asians real quick, you know? I love that. I love the crowd work just blowing up in his face is the funniest fucking thing to me. But there is one thing that's even funnier than that, at least in my opinion. This next thing we're going to cover had me fucking dying, right? So you guys see that Tony is, he's walking on like a circular stage, right? And the mic has a fucking gigantic ass cable just running to wherever it's plugged into, the PA system, whatever, right? And you've seen how Tony has been pacing that stage this whole time, scoping, sniping out more people that he can read and study, you know, and do fucked up crowd work with that will epically fail to no levels, right? To unseen levels, actually, I should say. So now he's doing all that circling. That mic cable is going to sit there and it's going to start twisting, right? You know? And now Tony ends up with a little bit of a cable monster we see on the goddamn stage there. It's very funny. This is Tony Hinchcliffe and the Cable Monster. This is very, very funny. So now Tony is doing his rounds. He's circling around this stage. And if you're going to be doing something like that, in my opinion, go wireless, you know? On the mic, go wireless. You're going to be running around trying to tackle Asians in the crowd, say that, you know, this Mexican's bad at paying his taxes, whatever it is that you're going to say about someone, get wireless. You know, the stage is a circle. If it's moving around, if it's doing anything like that, go wireless. You know, just fucking go wireless. It's not even that hard. Instead, no, Tony wants to go full wire. He wants to get the sound quality good. Despite the fact that he did not mic the crowd for how much crowd work he was going to do. So the audio sucks ass in that regard. But we still want to make sure that the mic audio is as best as it could be, right? You don't want to risk a delay with that goddamn wireless mic. Now watch, Tony does his rounds with this goddamn mic, and it starts getting caught up. He's dealing with that cable monster for like 30 seconds. He's going like, oh no, well, this is not good. Like, it's so fucking funny. Watch this, guy.
Look, it's a tricky subject. It's a tricky
I think he
subject.
might be having some old age hip problems.
Look at this
too.
fucking
Keeps on
bundle.
touching
Look,
I think he's been getting fucked in his ass too
Or
much.
maybe
Right
that's
now,
it.
he's feeling it. He's going, God damn. He's like, last night really wore me out. Yeah.
cord we have here. What have I done?
The cable monster! Oh, he finally realized the cable monster's here. The cable monster's coming to play. Oh no. What a dumb bitch, dude. I have to see that. Yeah, you go, what have I done? Meow. No.
Look, it's a tricky subject.
The cable
it's
monster.
a tricky subject. Look at this fucking bundle of cord we have here. What have I done?
Oh no. I like how he's just like, well, what do I do? Obviously, Hollywood has gotten to this man. He makes zero effort to even. He's like, well, if I just shake it a couple times, it might just like
undo
itself. You know, it's like a magic cable, right? Because he never sees any of this stuff go on. All the production assistants, everyone, all that's taken care of before he even walks in the door.
I'm surprised somebody's not running out there to unwind it.
I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine? It would ruin his whole. He would probably start making fun of the guy. I'd be too scared. I'd be going, I'm not going out there. I ain't fixing that. Why? So he could roast me? So the great Tony Hinchcliffe could roast me? What are you, crazy? He's out there bombing right now. He's gonna be mad as hell if I run out on the stage and try to help him with his cable. He's gonna be mad as shit. You know? And look, they're saying he's gonna blame the bomb on the cable monster for throwing him off. They're saying in the set. The cable monster, in my opinion, is the greatest thing that could have happened. This thing is saving it for him. This is the funniest part of this whole entire special, is the fact that he's just going, oh no, what have I done? Oh. And like fucking Richie Rich, he doesn't even think about lifting a pinky to do. He just goes, and tries like waving the cord a little bit. What the fuck is even that? Yeah. What the fuck? I mean, come on, guys. This is like, please, who's with me? Please, which camera is it? Please, guys, who's with me? You guys have to be with me. That was the most awesome fucking closer you've seen in the comedy. Like, you have to admit, the lights go out. The Jews? Ashley, are you serious? Holy shit. I saw that. I go, they're after him. I go, he's serious. Dude, this shit sucked ass. I'm sorry. And this just goes to show you right here. Excuse my, nastiness. My nose is running because it's hot in here. But this just goes to show you right here, bro. You cannot trust the masses as far as what is good and what is not good. And when something is good, that doesn't mean it's good all across the board, right? Like, here's something I can do as a man, right? I can tell the truth. I can give credit where credit's due, right? I don't like the show Kill Tony. I really don't, right? But he is good at it. He fits into that fucking equation. right? That does not mean that Tony's going to be good at every form of stand-up. As in, he's not good at stand-up, you know? It's just like, he's going to be good at the roasting. You get him on, like, the roast of fucking Tom Brady, he's in there, right? Everyone loves him.
He knows how to be a bully.
Exactly. This ain't for him. This is no. Joe Rogan, same thing. Joe Rogan, #1 podcaster in the world. Somehow, people still listen to him, right? Okay, big numbers in the podcast space doesn't mean he's good at stand-up. And he did a live fucking Netflix special where he sweat through his shirt fucking crazy, all right, to prove it to us, all right? He proved it to us live, all right? These guys don't need to be doing all that. You kill Tony, you stick with Tony. Your Netflix specials from now on, they're Kill Tony Netflix specials, okay? Let's stick to that lane. We don't need this fucking bullshit. Now, let's end this. We're about to end the segment. No, the honorable mention really isn't even that good. We're going to end this segment on Tony's outro song. Listen to this outro song. This is fucking gay shit. Tony, outro song. Play now.
Aww.
YouTube got us on the last bit. So fucking funny. All right, we'll take this off. They'll probably let the stream come back on. Hold on, because I want to see my emails. Because usually they'll email you and be like, yo, we're about to take your shit down. Stream was interrupted, so it should come back. Let's see. I want to see what they say before we get out of here. So it said stream was interrupted due to copyright material, right? But it says after the copyright material is no longer on air, then the stream will come back. So let's see. I want to see if we give it like 1 second because I took it off the screen. So let's see if it comes back. Straight yeeted. They already said. We're back. All right, we're back. That's all I needed. We'll end this. We'll end the episode right here because I just want to announce like how you guys could watch this and everything like that. Should you want to later, I'm more than likely gonna have to edit this whole Kill Tony segment out of the YouTube one, right? As always, if you want to be a member on our website, lostdocs.media, lostdocs.media, $2.50 a month, you get discounts on merch, you get access to buy the OG merch, and you get the full unedited episodes. No music, no nothing. And then pretty much you'll just be able to watch it on Spotify, X. We'll have the full one without this Kill Tony segment taken out. All that good stuff. So if you want to watch lostdocs.media or watch on Spotify, X, or anywhere else that we're posting the show. Thank you for watching, and as always, I bid you adieu, and I bid you farewell. I don't even think we're going to do outro music because it seems like we already been clipped, you know? So goodbye, everybody.